All right, welcome back, YouTube. This is going to be another update video of just what's been going on in my painting adventures. I don't have a lot to show you this time, just a couple figures. I just want to explain a little competition that I was in, that sort of thing. So I'm just going to get right into it, man. The first figure that I'm going to show you guys, I got a little background story on it. So I didn't know that this was a chapter color. I was following this guy and he painted figures that look like this, and I thought it was a really cool color scheme. I wasn't sure, again, I'm still really new to this, so I wasn't sure if he made it up or what, you know. So I actually messaged him and it was like, hey, you know, I really like this color scheme and I was looking to do some figures like this. Like, is that okay? Like, I don't want to like step on your toes or anything. And then I found out that it's a chapter by the name of Scythes of the Emperor, and each company has its own little different things to it. So the color scheme is all the same for the Scythes of the Emperor, and then the little chest plate will be different. So he was doing his red, which were third company. I did them black, which was fifth company. I didn't do it just to not exactly copy him directly, just because I think that the color scheme just goes better this way. The artist that I'm referring to, his name is Chris Pike. He does some really, really cool stuff. If you guys want to look him up, he does some really amazing work. So this was originally going to be a color test, just to see if I liked the colors. And then the Reavers that I got, the Phobos Reavers, I was going to paint them like this. So again, this was just supposed to be a color test, but I kind of got out of control with it. I think I went a little bit too much detail into it, but that's kind of how I roll right now. I watched a video from the Miniac, who I referred to from before. He stated, don't go overboard with every figure that you do because you're going to burn yourself out. But I think going overboard right now is kind of just what I like to do with these figures. Again, this was supposed to be a simple color test, and I kind of went a little out of hand with it. But I got the base, I think, is wonderful. I really enjoy the way that I did it. I need to buy some static grass, just because I feel like that looks a lot better than the moss type look. But other than that, I'm extremely happy with this figure. This, I believe, was figure number 9 for me. 8 or 9, whatever, 8 or 9. Still, again, within the 10 that they said I was gonna hate on my figures. So yeah, number 9 for me. This next figure, don't laugh. This was in the painting competition that I did. So a little background story first. Basically, I picked 5 random colors. I couldn't see the pot, you know, I had to just pick the colors. I picked one technical that was like a green shade that I ended up not using, and I picked one contrast that ended up being like a skin color that didn't fit the piece that I was working with, so I didn't use it. So I used basically 3 paints for this, and I only had 1 hour paint time. I believe, like example, the yellow figure, it took me probably 6 hours. So I've never painted a figure within this time constraint. It was new to me for sure. And this is the figure. I'm happy with what I did within an hour, just because it kind of taught me, oh, maybe I can work a little faster, be not as clean with it, and then I can go over and touch it up and still get a lot done. So basically, the figure was primed black. I did blue all over the armor parts. I left black in the recesses where there should be black. I didn't, you know, go over that. I was just careful around that area. The purple, I did a couple layers just because I wanted it to, you know, go over the black. It's a lighter color. And then I even got some edge highlighting done within that time. I was really impressed with what I was able to do with the color constraints and the time constraint. So yeah, this was my competition. I still don't know the results of this, just because the shop that I went to for this, they've been really backed up just because they've got a lot of pre-orders coming up. There's like a new game that came out, and it's only one person who works there. They told me that I still have to wait. I believe it's either going to be the end of this week or next week when I find out the results of it. But I think I did really good in the competition, to be honest. I'm really happy with my results. The next one that I got for you guys to show. So this is going to be that set that my buddy gave me. I just started painting it. I painted a few of the smaller guys, and then I got distracted and wanted to paint one of the bigger ones. So this is the bigger guy that I've been working on right now. If you guys have seen Warhammer TV, I basically followed exactly how they say to paint the Plague Army, or the Death Guard, or whatever you guys want to call them. But yeah, I followed them like almost to a T on the colors, how they do it with the washing, then you go over the wash. So basically it's Death Guard green, I did the Adrax Earthshade over it, and I did Elysium Green dry brushing, Balthazar Gold. I did all that. Whatever Warhammer TV tells you to do, that's what I followed. And I'm extremely happy with the way this dude came out. Again, each figure I do kind of like impresses me more and more, just with the detail I was able to do. I keep telling people this, so if you see me in real life, sorry, it's old news, but I just love the way that I did underneath the shoulder pad where the chain meets it, just because you're looking at it and you're like, yeah, it's gold and then there's silver, that makes sense. But what you got to understand is I had to paint it to where it actually looks like, I mean, obviously I painted the whole thing, but I had to paint it to where it looks like that, and the result I'm just really happy with. I think I did a really clean job with it. I did 2 different silvers and a dirty wash over it, and I'm just happy with the results. I think these figures come out, again, progressively just keep getting better and better. I'm not done with this figure, so where's the edge highlighting? I did edge highlighting, but the problem was it was Elysium Green, and it's too close to the Death Guard green, so I'm gonna need to buy a different green so I can do the edge highlight. But yeah, one step at a time, y'all. I guess that's all I got for you guys right now.